Hi Virgo, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading for the final week of October 2022. Hope you guys have had a really great week. I'm going to take a quick second just to remind you that this is a general reading and it may not resonate with everyone. Also keep in mind that the energies can reverse or flip-flop, and that's not at all unusual. If you are interested in the free personal tarot reading that I will be giving away at the end of October, all you need to do to qualify is subscribe to the channel. Be sure to hit that like button and also drop me a comment. So Virgo, let's get started. Spirit, can I have the energy of Virgo? Virgo. All right, Virgo, you are starting out with the King of Pentacles. Very strong earth sign energy, which represents you sitting in your power. We have the Knight of Cups and the Queen of Wands in the reverse. Okay, so I feel like I said, Virgo, that you are very much seated in your power. It's in the King energy. So although we all have both male and female aspects to us, male and masculine and feminine energy. I feel like you're very much in your masculine energy right now. What I'm also seeing is that you are very much focused on your money and your stability right now. And I feel like very successfully so. That being said, you haven't forgotten about love, okay? It's just that the financial aspects are more dominant, I guess, at this particular time. Now, with regard to love, I see that you are either expecting an offer of love or you are going to be delivering an offer of love, depending upon your situation. I am seeing the Queen of Wands in reverse, so that tells me that there's something you're not taking action on. It may be this offer of love. It might be because you're more focused on your money than you are on that. So you might be putting this on the back burner. We'll see. We'll clarify it. Let's see. It could also be that there's something here that you're losing some passion for too. Yeah, so let's see who's in your energy, Virgo. Show me who's in Virgo's energy, please. Thank you, Spirit. All right, we have the Nine of Wands. We have the Star card, sign of Aquarius. And coming out together, we have the Six of Wands along with the Two of Cups. Oh, that's nice. Okay. So, Virgo, the person that's in your energy, they are so very hopeful about putting some problems behind the two of you. So this person, with the Nine of Wands here, I feel like something has happened here. There's been some problems. But this person, although they've been hurt, I feel like they want to work out problems. They want to resolve things and grow from it and put it behind the two of you, which is actually really good energy. They see you as their wish. Yeah, they see you as their wish, and they are very hopeful of having success in this connection with you. They're hopeful of working out the problems and getting on the same page. This person wants to have a equal relationship with you. They want to have a strong, loving connection. And this person believes that you are a soulmate. So let's see the energy between the two of you. Show Show me the energy between Virgo and this person. Sign of Gemini is here. All right, so we have the Six of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles. All right, so the energy between the two of you, you're wanting an even give and take. I do feel that you are generous with this person. But you may feel that you're giving more than you're receiving here. So I do see that you do want an even give and take. Now the person in your energy, Virgo, they are going to be cooperative with that. They're recognizing that this is a problem, and they're going to be very cooperative with that. I do feel that they have received messages from their guides or from spirit. There's some kind of spiritual message that they've received that is encouraging them in that direction to be cooperative. This person wants to lay a foundation in order to build upon. So they are going to be cooperative. So while you may feel that you are giving more and that this person's kind of breadcrumbing you a little bit, or that it's not even, that you're giving more than they are, I do think they'll be cooperative with what it is that you are requesting of them. So let's see what's directly affecting this. The Hangman. So there's an energy of waiting here. Maybe needing to look at things a little differently. Let's see the outcome. So you may be waiting to get this even give and take. They may be waiting to lay this foundation to build upon. But there is a need here to look at things a little differently. Show me the outcome. Nine of Swords, Five of Cups. So Nine of Swords is reversed. All right, so what I'm seeing with your energy, you're letting go of some anxiety. You're letting go of some energy that is anxiety, worry, concern. You're releasing that. You're letting it go. But the person you're connected with, Virgo, they're still holding on to some things here that has made them feel sad. There's some things, some regrets possibly. It's whatever made you feel this anxiety or this sadness. I feel like they're still holding on to some regrets about that. That's interesting. So it looks like whatever this is something that is in progress. It's not, because this is a weekly read. So this is much bigger than something that's going to be just in a week's time. But it looks like there's progress being made. All right, so at the bottom of the deck is the Four of Wands in the reverse. Now, this has to do with celebrations. It has to do with marriage or a long-term connection. It could be moving in together or solidifying a connection. It is in the reverse, and this tells me that, based upon what I'm seeing here, this tells me that this is the energy that is trying to come in. There could have been an ending for some of you, and there might be, trying to come back together, celebrating a resurgence. But I feel like there's something here that's trying to solidify, trying to come back together, or to increase. But I don't feel like it's going to happen necessarily this week, but I do see progress in that direction. So let's clarify. Spirit, why is the King of Pentacles here? And it seems like you, Virgo, are kind of putting the emotions on the back burner a little bit. The passions and the emotions. You're more focused on work, it looks like. You're focused on your money and stability. Oh, well, there it is. The Two of Cups. So you both have the Two of Cups, which is good. And we have the Ten of Cups in the reverse. So you are a little bit dissatisfied. You do see this person as your soulmate. You do want to be on the same page with this person. So you both have that in common. There's a little bit of mirroring there, but you're feeling a little bit of dissatisfaction here, which is why you're focusing more on your money and your stability. There's something about this relationship that you're not quite satisfied about. You do love this person, and you do see them as a soulmate. Why is the Knight of Cups here? All right, we have the Page of Pentacles reversed and the Eight of Cups reversed. You may have turned an offer down because I see, or these may have been plans that didn't go through. Yeah, the Page of Pentacles is something tangible. Sometimes it can be plans that have been made, and in the reverse, it would be plans that were made that didn't actually go through, or communication. You wanted to communicate, and you chose at the last minute not to. It's an offer that maybe got refused or turned down, but you do love this person. I just feel like there were plans made that didn't go through. They didn't become concrete. They didn't like materialize. But you're not walking away from this connection because you do love this person. And I do feel that you are going to move forward with that, with those emotions. So you're dissatisfied and some plans didn't go through, but at the same time, you're not moving away from this person. You're not walking away from them. You do still plan to move. You do still plan to have either give a cup of love to them or to receive it from them. You plan to be on the same page. You see them as your person, but there were plans that didn't materialize. Why is the Queen of Wands in the reverse? Now, I do have to say that the Queen of Wands in the reverse can be a little bit mean. So it's showing up in your energy. So you can be a little bit mean, a little bit sabotaging in this energy. I don't know if it doesn't, fit you, then just let it go. It is a general reading, but I'm seeing here that that energy is for some, it can be doing spell work. You might be doing some spell work. For others, it could be just kind of not being very nice about things, kind of being a little spiteful. Oh, Seven of Swords reversed and the Five of Pentacles reversed. Yeah. Okay, and that's why this person has regrets. Okay, so I don't know if this person made you feel somewhat abandoned at some point, because I see coming back together, recouping losses, but you're peeved about it. And it's a pettiness that's showing up in your energy. It's as if this person abandoned you or left you out in the cold. There were plans that you two were making and they didn't go through. It had to do with love. It didn't materialize. And there was something that was deceitful about it. there was either avoiding or there was something deceitful. Either way, it got found out. It's you know about it. It's out in the open. And it made you feel like unwanted. It made you feel unwanted, unloved. And so you're kind of being a little passive aggressive here in your energy. That's why there's this dissatisfaction. You do love this person, but you're seeing this person as being selfish. You're not going to walk away from them, but the plans that the two of you had made are not going through, at least not right now. I feel like you're waiting. You're having to wait. Now, the love is still there. You're still there. You're not planning to leave, but you're a bit peeved. And there's some passive aggressiveness. There's a little spitefulness, to be honest. Now, don't blow up my comments. If it's not you, just leave it for someone it is. And if it is you, own it. I mean, I've been spiteful before. We all have. If you think you're perfect, then, you know, I don't know who you are because nobody knows you. All right. Why is the Nine of Wands here? None of us are perfect. We all have emotions. We all act up sometimes. Why is the Nine of Wands here? All right, so we have the Fool, and now here we have the Star in reverse. They also have it in the upright. So there was something they were hoping and wishing for. It had to do with a brand new start, taking a leap of faith, and they didn't get their wish either. So neither of you got what it was you were wishing for. Whatever these plans were that fell through, they were disappointed as well. But they want to put that behind them. They want to work through it. They want to move on. Why is the Star here? They have new hopes. Why is the Star here? So I feel like there's been new plans being made, or new plans have been made, perhaps. There were plans about a foundation, about a contract, perhaps, and they didn't go through. All right, we have the Hermit, and we have the Ten of Swords. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. So that's a painful ending. Yeah, that's a painful ending. And I feel like this person is remembering this, though, because with the Hermit here, this is deep in thought. Deep in thought, doing soul searching about a painful ending. So this could be a fear. They may be afraid that you are going to pull away, because you have somewhat pulled away from them. So they may be afraid that because these plans did not go through, that you're going to end things with them. These are the thoughts that go on deep within their mind. But they were just as disappointed as you were, Virgo. And the truth is that you're not planning to walk away from them. You're just being peevish. They're not going to tell you that these are their thoughts. They're keeping this to themselves. Just like you're keeping this, feeling of wanting to walk away, but knowing you're not going to. You're keeping that to yourself. So there's some things that the two of you aren't talking about. And it really does center around disappointment for something that has not gone the way you both expected it to. Why is this bottom energy here? I think this person may be afraid that this could bring an ending. And that's not what they want. They're making new plans. They see you as their wish fulfillment. They see you as a star. That's cute. For somebody out there, this person sees you as their little star. Oh, okay, Virgo, but you're not having it because you're peevish. And some of y'all are going to blow up the comments and say, I'm not peevish. It just shows you're peevish. So when you do that, you're peevish. All right, so we have the Six of Swords reversed. We have the High Priestess. And we have the Ace of Swords. Okay, so this person really does want this relationship to be successful. This is a spiritual connection. They believe this is a spiritual connection. And I do feel that they're going to communicate this with you. They're very clear about what they want. They are not ambiguous about their wants or what it is that they believe. They believe that the two of you are meant to be, that this is a spiritual connection. And I do see, though, that they're feeling a little bit stuck. Things didn't move forward the way they were supposed to. And I think that it's bringing up fears. This looks like something from their past. A memory from their past might be affecting this connection a little bit. They may be afraid that the connection is going to get stuck. Let's look at the connection. Because I do feel, Virgo, you may have been giving more to the connection than they were. And the Ten of Wands. We have the Seven of Coins. Oh, the Three of Coins. You both have the Three of Coins. And we have the Magician in reverse. Okay. So there are problems. You're both acknowledging that there's problems. You're both investing. And I feel like you're both very invested in this, but there's some problems here. Now, they want to resolve problems, put it in behind the two of you. There was something here that didn't manifest. It had to do with a leap of faith, taking a risk, a brand new beginning for the two of you. And it fell through. It didn't manifest. It had to do with this Three of Coins, with a contract. Could have been a physical contract. It could have been just the creating of a foundation to build upon. But it didn't go through. And you both wanted it. I see it in both, and you both still do, by the way. But it didn't go through, even though you both invested in it. And you're being patient about it now. Because it hasn't manifested, you're both being patient. On your side, because keep in mind, Virgo, they were disappointed as well. On your side, I'm seeing that mirroring. You both have a lot of the same energies. I see your disappointment. You still want this foundation, this contract as well, but you do feel dissatisfied. And I do think you feel that you've been giving more than they have, which is a lot of the problem too. So that's something that needs to be talked about. You're both patiently waiting to create this foundation, this contract together. So I do feel that it's going to come through. Why is the Hangman here? This is what's affecting the contract. So you're having to wait. You're having to be patient. You're having to wait. And there's a need to look at this from a different perspective. All right, we have the King of Cups reversed. And we have the Ace of Wands. So on your side, there is the plans that fell through, but you're not gonna walk away. I do feel though that you, although you do love this person and you do plan to move forward with this, you may have closed your heart a little bit here, Virgo. I feel like emotionally you pulled back, and they're sensing this, and it's bringing up something from their past where there was an ending that was painful. So they've kind of pulled back as well because they're thinking about this. They're thinking about this painful ending. And what they really want here is a new beginning, but they're not telling you that. So they're being patient and they're waiting for this new beginning. They're very passionate about you. And they just want this new beginning with you. So they're being patient, they're waiting, you're waiting, but the difference is that you've kind of, you're becoming a bit emotionally unavailable. You're pulling back. You're focused more on stability and money than you are on the relationship. You might be hiding a little bit in work. Now, I do see that for you, you feel that the stability is what's going to bring the relationship. And so you might be a little bit misunderstood, but you might also be kind of hiding in that a little bit too, so that emotionally you're avoiding. Let's look at your outcome. Because I'm not going to lie, there is some, you know, kind of bitchy energy, or, you know, I do see it. All right, so we have the Seven of Wands, we have the Chariot, and we have the Hangman in reverse. So that need to look at something in a different way, your person is doing that. So I see the two of you overcoming these problems, especially if these problems are created outside of the two of you, if they're outside conditions, you know. I see the two of you overcoming those situations. Now, that being said, there's a little bit of defensiveness between the two of you. Again, your energy is, something happened here that caused you to, you know, take a step back. Your emotions are kind of closed off. You felt a loss of some sort. You felt abandoned. You felt like it was something you discovered or found. Either this person avoided you, or there was something you thought was sneaky or deceitful. And it made you feel like you had been left out in the cold, like you were not, like you were abandoned, like it was painful for you. And your reaction to that is to kind of be a little bit mean. You're going to move away from that. That energy is going to be fleeting for you. It's not going to last long. And I see you moving forward. Yeah, moving away from that, moving forward from it. For the person you're connecting with, they do have some regrets. So whatever this is that made you feel that way, they're regretting that. They are regretting it. The two of you are going to work that out. There's going to be communication. This person's going to very clearly communicate to you how they feel about you. And it is so far different from how you think it is that it's going to cause you to see things differently as well, which is what's going to help you to move forward. But they will see things differently too. This communication is going to help them to see your point of view. It's going to help them to see things from a different point of view, which is what's needed. They're going to understand why it is that you've pulled back. They're gonna understand. So this communication is key. Yeah, and it's gonna help the two of you work these problems out. It's actually, it's a nice reading actually. And it's truthful, it's real. Like, it's not a fairy tale. I mean, I can see the disappointment, I can see the being upset, I can see the triggering, but I also see the love and I see the working things through. So it's actually very nice. Bottom of the deck is the Two of Swords. Now this is underlying energy and it indicates that there's a decision that needs to be made. There's a bit of a stalemate that's going on here, and there's a decision that nobody wants to make for some reason. So you'll know what that is. All right, I'm going to pull an oracle card to round out your reading, Virgo. I like this reading actually. It's just real and honest and true. Pulling for Virgo. Okay, Virgo. Oh, look at that. Differences. Yeah. So the two of you may be very different. All right. So we have differences. All right. It's the number 9. So this tells me that you're very close to the end of this cycle where you have these differences. I'm going to read this directly. So if you'll give me just a moment, I will find that. All right, so Virgo, it says, as your goddess, I have seen many things since the beginning of time. Know that the intricate differences between all beings are sacred and good. You must learn to accept that others are not the same as you. It's important to allow others to express their own opinions. Consider the difference between an orange and an apple. Both are fruit, but they are different kinds. Is one more valuable than the other? I think not. All creatures, all beings, have a right to their uniqueness. Try to see and hear the other person's side, if you can. Perfect. And that's exactly what I see the two of you doing. All right. I hope this has been helpful for you, Virgo. If you're interested in the drawing for the free personal reading, be sure to subscribe, hit that thumbs up button, and also leave me a comment. Until I see you in the monthly readings, namaste.